All right, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Angel Snubbed Up 7 in the house. This, of course, is the Realist Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I'm the host, Angel Snubbed Up 7. I am also your soul brother number 1. Very quick, straight to the point video. And then, if our internet connection holds up, I want to talk about something else. I am subscribed to CBS News, and they posted a very short video. Maybe some of you have seen it also, where there's a 9-month-old soul sister who was born premature and along with, or in addition to being premature, this poor child also has some very serious heart or health problems. I believe it has something to do with the heart. The hospital has come to the conclusion, I assume, that the child is on life support. And because of the serious nature of her afflictions, the hospital has went to the family and told them it is best to pull the child support. They believe that the child has no chance of living, and while the child is alive, the child is suffering great pain. Now, of course, everything in this country, because you and I both know that we live in a racist society, race is brought into the equation. If this child was Caucasian, would they be so in a hurry to pull the plug? In fact, if I remember correctly, they were ready to pull the plug, and the family filed a cease and desist or restraining order, something to that effect, for the time being. Now, to my knowledge, and I live not too far from a children's hospital that has been in existence for a very long time. And you see these news stories all the time about Caucasian children who are in that condition or worse. And I've never heard of a hospital just giving up and saying, we need to pull the plug. But of course, this is a melanated child, a dark-skinned child, an African-American child, a Negro-colored African-American, and the list goes on and on. This child is not one of them, and of course, this is not our hospital, and you don't want your hospital. You want to continue to be under their domination. At one time, they would have threw your ass out the hospital, period. At one time, you wouldn't even be able to go to that hospital at one time. And you are so grateful to your Master. Master, thank you now. Thank you for allowing me to have these babies I can't afford in your hospital, that I can't take care of myself. I can't take care of these babies. I know you'll take care of the baby.
In 2 miles, keep to the right on I-74 West.
We so grateful. All these babies we have and don't have our own hospitals, our own nursing homes, our own anything, and then you get upset because somebody don't see the value of your child as you would, because they are not you. They are not your brother, they are not your sister. They are a group of people who have caused you death and suffering and destruction for hundreds of years, and you think they're supposed to see value in you and the children that you bring. I don't think so. So we have this poor child, and the situation could be true. That this poor child is going to pass this life anyway. And it would be humane to just let the child go.
In a half mile.
But you know, but see the thing, we understand that we're dealing with people who are liars and they don't give a damn about us. So you have to question their motives and everything they do. That's just
0.2 miles, keep to the right on I-74 West.
That's just life.
Curve warning ahead.
For us. So there were many persons, and I'm very sure of all races, in the comment section of this video, and they were expressing their feelings. That's wrong. Let the child fight for her life. That's wrong. That's a terrible what the hospital wants to do. Take the child off life support.
Continue on this road.
The family.
2 miles.
The family believes that the child should have the right to fight for her life. And maybe you would also put in the comment section how wrong it is for the hospital to take the position that it takes. I want to express my feelings on this subject, on this situation. And you might not like it. That's all right. I might be in error because I am a human being. I am subject to error. And we make our decisions based on our experience in life, our own prejudices and our own bias, our beliefs and our ideologies. We make these decisions. So like I just told you, so much caring, so much love in the comment section for this premature baby on life support. I made a comment, which I'm going to tell you what I said. I have not received not one reply to what I said. This is what I told them in the comment section. Why do you want this child to live? So this baby can live like a slave, like all of you do, get up every morning, jump out in traffic, fighting thousands of cars to get to work, so you can slave for somebody else and make them rich, and you hope by the time that you retire, that you can retire and have a little something left over? You want this child to be like you, a damn slave, so this child can get introduced to crack cocaine and opioids and heroin and meth and be a drunk and drug addiction like you are? Breathe polluted water? Polluted air, drink polluted water, eat poison food, chemicalized food like you do, constant wars all over this earth. The child gotta wonder, will I be sexually molested? Will a pedophile get me? Will I get raped? Will I get murdered? Like we do. Like you do right now. This is a black child. This is a baby soul sister. So you want this child to grow up so she can be called a nigger? Not only by white folks, but her own people gonna call her a nigger and a hoe and a bed wench. This is what you want her to fight for her life so she can come here and be with your selfish ass. That's what you want her to fight for. And here you are, the adults. You are here before her, and you are doing nothing and will do nothing to make her life any better. You want her to come here and suffer and be part of this filth, this damn toilet bowl like you. You are some selfish people. Her mother, her family, all of you in the comment section, y'all some selfish ass people. And you live in delusions. You should be ashamed of yourself, wanting this child to fight so hard just to come into this damn garbage pit, this trash can that you refuse to clean up for her. As adults, it is your responsibility, even in the animal kingdom. The mama bird, the father bird, make sure when the baby bird get here, they clean that nest up. It's nice and clean. It's ready. They're gonna make the path as best they can for their baby. You don't do that. How selfish you are. How beautiful is your slave life? Because that's what you all are. A slave. And you want this little baby to fight with all she can to come into this madness, this hell. In religion, you say that she should go straight to heaven. Let her go to heaven. She'd be better off. Because Lord knows we live in hell. And y'all make it hell with your fake ass. You don't give a damn about this child. You bring this child into the world. How many children right here in Los Angeles area, California? These people were once little babies. Half of the homeless population, they say, in the United States is in California. Where is your love? Where is your caring? You don't give a damn about the people that's alive right now. Coming to this world for what? So you can be exploited, so that you can work at McDonald's for $7.25 an hour. You can barely buy the hamburger that you making. Go to college and spend 10, 20, 30 damn years in debt. That's what you want for this little baby. You want this little baby to walk in this world and she can barely cross the street. You got these idiots in these cars that won't even yield to pedestrians so that you can walk safely across the street. She'll grow up, and most of these men hate women. And she'll end up being a victim of domestic abuse. That's what we suffer and deal with in this society. And you want to save her life so she can be like you. A slave for corporations. Take your body and get it shot up in these people's wars. You don't do nothing for yourself. Everything in your house was produced by somebody else. You want her to come in here and she can't produce nothing for herself. Like you. You didn't make your shoes, you didn't make your shirt, you didn't make the car you drive, you don't produce absolutely nothing. You a honky, you a peckerwood, you a cracker, you a nigger, you a spick. That's what's waiting on her. Racism and hatred and murder and violence. It would be this dump. Because that's what it is a dump. And you are a dump. Because you're living in a dump and don't want to clean it up. Because you're scared of the people that made the dump. You're scared of the little trinkets, the little garbage, the little stuff that you find on the garbage dump. I say that the creation would be merciful to let her avoid this mess. How selfish y'all are. A bunch of hypocrites. You want her to live, and once she get here and live, next thing you know, especially if she become a celebrity, your happy ass will be on the internet talking about her like a dog. Or if she become a soul brother and sister, if she became an activist, and you don't like because she teaching reality, you be talking about her like a dog and wishing that she was dead. Y'all fake ass people. How fake you are. I would wish if this was a better world, I would want that little baby to try to come here and experience this. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to live in delusions and Disneyland world like many of you are out there. I don't want her to come into this mess, because it's a mess. I don't want her to come into this. It's a blessing, little sister. Go to the other side. Don't come here. Be glad you missed this. You ain't missing nothing. The little pain and suffering that you experience, you gonna get a whole lot more once you get here and deal with these idiots. These people that's supposed to be human beings and they savages. Talk about civilization. There's nothing civil about these people. About this world they want you to come in. The only thing your mama do, go back and forth to work, making them little dimes or whatever. Her life is probably getting drunk. Her only pleasure is drugs and alcohol and laying up with her boyfriend screwing. There is no pleasure here. There is no pleasure in hell. That's why these people are pleasure seekers. Always want to get in somebody's panties, somebody's drawers, drinking and smoking, and believing in some type of God, giving you some pleasure, fake, because you don't live in a pleasurable place. So you gotta dream about it. Calgon, take me away. You gotta get away from it for a while. You turn to drugs, sex, alcohol. Look at these black conscious folks. Stay watching movies, entertainment. That's pleasure seeking. Fantasy. All the books that you read to make yourself feel good, because you know you really dumb as hell. All the books that you read, all the stuff that you do, and you still live in hell. Don't change your condition at all. Like I told you, that was my position. I left it in the comment section and nobody said nothing. Your selfish ass. Why would you want to bring babies into this? Why you want this little girl to fight for her life to come into hell? Like I told you, if this was not hell, I would be right there with the family. I would pray and I would hope that this young baby come experience some of this. Little baby, I don't want you to come to hell. Avoid this. That hospital is showing you mercy. That hospital is doing you a favor. Turn around and go back where you come from. You don't want none of this. You are precious. You have value. You come here, they're gonna call you a hoe. They're gonna call you a nigger. Your own people gonna call you a nigger, little baby. Your own people gonna call you a ratchet. And some kind of evil feminist. That's what's waiting on you here. You don't need to experience that. Go back, little baby, where you come from. You want to know something? Miss Filmtress, it makes no difference. We always talk, why you want this baby to live? They want to harvest the organs. Let them have them. Take the organs, so what? What you want to live for? Let them have it all. Let the greedy bastards have it all. Let them live in this mess. There's nothing beautiful about this place, even if you are the dominant people on top. It's not beautiful for them. They commit suicide every day. They murder each other every day. There's a show talking about showing nothing but how the white folks, the rich white folks, the elite, how they kill each other, murder each other. You want to live in this for what? Go ahead and go. Why you want to come here? I could be wrong. Please explain to me. What's the beauty of coming here when you're living in a garbage dump and don't want to clean it up? Bring me some understanding, because I don't have the understanding. Because this is not living. You're just a zombie. The best warriors are coming to help change. Sister, I've been a warrior coming to help. When they gonna get here? You're gonna be waiting just like they've been waiting on Jesus, and you're gonna be standing at the door, and you're gonna be a skeleton waiting for these special people. You telling me some fantasy stuff. That's fantasy, that's delusion. You waiting on somebody else. You have the power to do it yourself. You refuse to do it, to do something. They are not here now. They are not here now. It's fantasy. That's fantasy stuff. I don't do that here. I will invite them. I will invite them to my live stream. Who are these people? I will invite them to my live stream. Well, we need to get on the ball and do something there. If we are the ones, then we need to get on the ball and do it. YouTube videos not gonna get the job done. All these conferences and selling t-shirts is not gonna get the job done. And when a bird do not lay eggs until they make a proper nest. That child does not need to come here until there's a proper environment for that child to live in. It don't exist. You are telling me that it's happening now. Show me. You're giving me fantasy stuff. Show us. We don't do that here at the Reality's Temple. Feel good rhetoric. What I think. Show and prove. Because wherever they are, I want to help. I want to help get the job done. I have to find it. See, that's because it don't exist. See, that's what I'm talking about. Delusions and fantasy. Religious dogma. We don't live here. And you're going to be saying the same thing when they put you 6 foot under the ground. Oh, they coming. Things going to change. When they put you 6 foot under the ground. We do not do that here at the Reality's Temple. We just don't do that here. Have to do anything. We don't do that here. We don't deal with fantasy. This is a dump. This is a garbage dump. And you are comfortable living in the garbage. You don't want to clean it up. So you gotta make believe. You gotta live in this fantasy world. You're not giving me anything, sister, nothing. You're giving me fantasy and fiction. Feel good rhetoric. Show us. I told you. Show us the video. Show us this. Show us this. Show us how it's having an effect. I want to be part of it. Let's get the job done. Clean up the garbage. Let's get rid of the riffraff. See, nobody wants to show nothing. And like I told you, when the little baby get here, her own people gonna call her a coon and an Uncle Tom and a Sambo and an agent if she don't believe the crap that they believe. No, little girl, don't come here. These people are confused. They are selfish. They live in fantasy and delusions. You don't want to come here. You do not want to know this place. They don't mind. They are comfortable suffering. They don't mind the lies. They want to teach you about Santa Claus. They want to teach you about spirituality. They want to teach you about all these lies they done made up. And Jesus and Muhammad and the Egyptians and the samurais or whatever, all this other nonsense they done made up. No, little baby, you do not want to experience all that. This has nothing to do with my perspective. This is the reality of things. I don't live in fantasy. You cannot help me when you bringing me delusions and fantasy. I reject fantasy. I reject delusions. I'm not into that. I don't do that. We don't do that here. If you want feel-good stories and fantasy and delusions, and the melanin gonna do this, and the melanin gonna do that, and the African spirituality, this is not the place to be. I don't do that. We gotta keep it real. I do not want no baby to come here and listen to the stuff that you're talking about because it's not real. Our people live in fantasy and fiction and Disneyland, delusions, feel-good rhetoric, pleasure seekers. When you learn how to deal with reality, your condition is going to change. When you live in reality, your condition will change. The reason why your condition does not change is because you're not embracing and dealing with reality. We don't deal with that type of thing here. And now the sister is erasing all her comments. Angry because we don't do that here. I'm not going to be ready for delusions. We don't do that here. If you're looking for fantasy and delusions and spirituality and the higher vibrations and the frequencies and all that other nonsense, this is not the place to be. And little baby, that's what they want for you. They want you to come into this madness, this world of this insanity. They want you to join insanity. Turn around and avoid this place. Like I told you, there are half of the homeless population is in California. Where's all this loving and care? You sit back, and many of you live in California, and you watch this, and you go home and eat your meal, play on YouTube and whatever, and you don't give a damn about another human being, but you act like you so in love and care about a little baby that was born premature. Save her life for what? You need to stop being fake. You fakes. I don't do that here. You don't like it, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. You want the little baby to come here for what? We got special saviors and divine people. Where they at? Get to saving. Show us the power. What you doing? Absolutely nothing. They've been doing the same stuff on YouTube like they've been doing since I've been on here. Talking the same crap. The Messiahs and the Egyptians and the Moors and the Hebrew Israelites and the Nation of Islam. Same stuff. They have not changed and the people have not changed. All of you living in some type of delusions. I don't do that here. I'm sorry. We don't do that. I don't know what to tell you. Disneyland, Mickey Mouse, Santa Claus. I don't do that kind of stuff here. Vibrations and frequencies, fourth and fifth dimensions. Die and go to planet X. You know, all this other. I don't do that here. No, little baby. The hospital doing you a favor. These are some selfish people. When you get here, you'll find out they ain't about nothing. Because there's thousands of people right now they don't give a damn about. They don't. They will call you a Sambo and a bed wench in a minute. Don't come here. Baby girl, don't come here. I know. Everything I'm telling you, I have experienced myself. I'm an Uncle Tom, I'm a Sambo. They wish me dead because they don't like what I have to say. I'm crispy. I'm a monkey. I'm a nigger. You don't want to come here. If I needed money right now to pay my bill, I wouldn't get a dime. I already know this. Wouldn't get a dime, no kind of help at all. You don't want to come here. These people are fake. You be on your own, suffering, and you become a pleasure seeker just like them. Because even those people who have money, they are not happy because you're still living on a garbage dump. You just on top of the garbage dump. That's all. You a slave. You are exploited. You an idiot. You a drug addict. Just like the people on the bottom. The only difference is you sit on top of the garbage dump. It's a garbage dump. The whole earth, these pitiful, sad, supposed to be intelligent human beings have made this whole planet a garbage dump for human beings. You don't want to come here. There's nothing beautiful about it. It's not. Ain't that key? So the lady erased all her comments except when you ready, when I'm ready, she presents some more of her delusions to me because that's what it is. I will never be ready for that. Been there, done that. I was taught delusions and fantasy since I was a little boy. I don't want no more of that. Fantasy stuff, your spirituality, your religious dogma, all your fictional nonsense. It's not doing nothing. It just helps you tolerate living in this garbage, on this garbage pit, this garbage dump. That's all. Make you feel good. You My grandmother, my grandfather, and you, all of you gonna go to the grave with this stuff. Nothing gonna change. If you don't change it, it's not gonna get changed. My grandmother didn't do nothing. My grandfather didn't do nothing. You ain't gonna do a damn thing, so nothing gonna change. Matter of fact, many of you will make mockery of those who try to change it. That ain't gonna work. That's a scam. That's a pipe dream. Enjoy your garbage. Enjoy your garbage like Oscar the Grouch. Enjoy hell. That's all you ever know. No, little baby. Don't come here. Please. I beg of you. Don't come here. And be with these suckers. These leeches, these parasites, these hypocrites. These nasty, wicked, fake-ass folks. They do not have good intentions for you, little girl. I know, I'm telling you. I lived over 50 years of it. I'm telling you, my experience. And most people, if they honest, little baby, they're gonna tell you the same thing. Do not come here. They don't take care of the little babies that's here. There's a lot of little babies that are caught up in these sex trafficking rings. They are molested. The pedophiles get them. They're doing nothing. There's many little babies that are missing right now. These people are not looking for them. Don't come here. They're not going to protect you. They don't give a damn about you. You will get used, exploited, and become a slave like them. Don't come here, little baby. I don't give a dang what your parents, I don't care how they cry. I don't care how they show concern. Selfish ass. Want you to be a slave, want you to suffer and live in garbage like they do. Don't do it. I will never be ready for what you present, sister. Because it's fantasy. It's fiction. It's not reality. We don't do that here. Reality hurts. It's harsh. I understand what I say. Hurts people's feelings and whatever. Truth hurts. But it's better to be hurt than live a lie. Because that's all these folks are doing day in and day out. Like they really enjoying this life. Like life is really beautiful. Yeah, right, okay. Hey, what's up there, twin? Nobody, if they are honest, gonna tell me that their life is beautiful. How is your life beautiful? The air you breathe is poison. The food you eat is poison. You're living with nasty, violent ass people. How the hell is it beautiful? Fake ass religion. They telling you lies about Santa Claus and the Great Pumpkin and the pilgrims that's supposed to be beautiful people turn around and killed off the Native American people. Thanksgiving, y'all, coming up. Really? You live with racists? You live in a society in America, just because you have melanated skin, you have a problem. And your own people hate you. Your own men, little girl, not going to protect you. They're going to call you a whore. You'll mess around and be a stripper and a prostitute. And your man not going to do nothing. Don't come here. This is not a place you want to come here. There's nothing beautiful and wonderful about it. And this is facts. This is reality. This is the truth. And unfortunately, many of us can't handle the truth. You're looking for an easy way out. There is no easy way out. The forefathers of America, you think they didn't try to negotiate and talk with their mother country? You think they didn't? You think somebody want to die, go to war, and suffer? They didn't have no choice. The forefathers of this country had to go to war. And they sacrificed, they suffered, they bled, and they died. You don't want to do that. You think some black messiah, special divine alien gonna come and save you. That's not how things work. You're dealing with people who are bullies. The only time a bully will respect you is when you punch that bully in the face. And even if you lose the fight, believe me, that bully not gonna mess with you like he or she used to do. When you punch them in the face and knock out some of their teeth. Yeah, you might lose the fight, but believe me, that bully don't want to go through that no more. Plus, you embarrass the bully. Because now, that bully got some teeth that's missing. You don't have to beat these peckerwoods. Just knock some of their damn teeth out. Let them know you ain't nobody to play with. They will leave you alone. Little baby girl, don't come here. You're dealing with cowards. These people don't want to fight for you to make your life better. Don't come here and be with them. They're nothing but pleasure seekers. Cowards. The only thing they want to do is suck somebody's genitalia, get drunk, talk about sports, talk about what God gonna do in the spiritual, my feminine self, masculine toxicity, whatever they call it, and all this other nonsense. Do not come here. You do not want to experience this insanity, because that's what it is. This is not a beautiful life. Please explain to me. I told the sister in the chat room, explain to me how this is a beautiful life. Explain to me how it would be worth this little girl fighting for her life to come into this garbage dump. She never did, wrote all this stuff, but did not explain how beautiful, how wonderful it is to come to this dump. No, all the future little children out there, you have not came here. Your best bet is turn around. You do not want to come. You do not want to come into this. No. Turn around. I don't give a damn how your parents feel, how they cry, how they feel with joy. They're doing nothing to make your life better. Oh, one day, that's what the sister in the chat room just said. One day it's gonna be better. Y'all been saying that for thousands of years. Oh, it's gonna get better. Oh, it's gonna get better. When Jesus comes, when God comes, the Messiah, if you look into yourself, still waiting. Still waiting. It's a garbage dump. I'm going to be honest with the little baby and tell her, do not come here. Please. Please don't do it. On that note, I took a 15-minute video and made it an hour. Woo! I'm sorry. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm not sorry. We do not do delusions and fantasy here. If you can't show me what you're talking about is real, I don't want to hear it. We don't do that here.
In 2 miles, keep to the right on I-39 North US 51 North.
I had enough of it. I had enough of it. I was taught about Jesus and Muhammad and God and all this spirituality stuff all my life. And it's been over 40 years, 50 years. It ain't did a damn thing for us. And you still doing the same crap. They still waiting on Jesus 2,000 years. You out your damn mind. Who the hell gonna wait for somebody for 2,000 years? You don't even have a lifespan of 2,000 years. That goes to show you're not in your right mind. The Nation of Islam waiting on the mothership. Been waiting 80 years. Been waiting 80 years for the mothership. Where is it? If you don't change your condition, it won't change. It's simple as that. The American white man had to go to war, and his condition changed.
In a half mile, keep to the right on I-39.
The sad thing about it, though, is that he changed into the very thing that he went to war against. This Caucasian man.
In a quarter mile, keep to the right on I-39 North US 51
This
North.
Caucasian man could have created the most beautiful nation that would be the ultimate example for everybody around the world, but they become corrupt. They become corrupt just like the people they was fighting against.
Left curve ahead.
So when you decide, if you ever do, to truly rebel and change your condition, then change it so the whole human family can see the example of what human beings should really be about. But many of these suckers, you can tell, if they became liberated and free, the only thing they're gonna do is do the same thing their oppressor done. And Africa is a perfect example. They kicked the Europeans out of those countries, and they doing the same exact things to the people what the Europeans was done. Matter of fact, they doing worse. They doing worse. And you want this little baby to come and be around these idiots.
Continue on this road for 118 miles.
These fools. No, little baby. Don't come here. I am begging you on my knees ignore their tears and their smiles of joy. There's nothing joyful about this place. Go back. Don't come here. If you think that you can show me how beautiful and how I am in error, I'm listening to you. But when it sounds like fantasy and fictions and delusions, don't expect me to embrace that with happiness. I'm not into fake stuff. But see, if you're real, you're going to agree with everything that I say. Because that's just the reality of it. Fantasy and fiction. I can't do it no more, y'all. If you into spirituality, fantasy and fictions and these delusions, and when you die, you're gonna turn into a ball of gas and fly to the planet Neptune and all these others. We don't do that here. I can't do it. Gotta keep it real or nothing at all. On that note, let me get out of here. I have something else I want to talk about. Come back later on probably and deal with that topic. And hey, Alistair. What's up, twin? And Filmtress, she's angry because Filmtress is angry at me because I can't accept that stuff. I can't accept something that sounds delusional. I just can't do it. But let me get out of here. Come back later probably. Got something else to talk about. And on that note, as shout out to Facebook, YouTube. Support our sister Noah Levine. She has a website, ancientcreationmyths.com. Check out our brother Taalik, Sister Rashida Strober, the world's first dark-skinned activist. Our brother Cuckoo Cutter, brother Gary. And see, the thing about it is, I hope so, twin. See, the thing about it is, we don't have to agree. All of us on this platform, we don't necessarily agree with everything that somebody is saying, but we know that we are in a bad situation, and we unite, and we will stick together on the things that we know that we find ourselves we have in common, and go from there. Nobody has time to get upset. Oh, you don't like what I said. You want to cry like a baby and have a temper tantrum. Man, nobody don't have no time for stuff like that. We are adults and we're grown here. Ain't nobody got time for all that old childish. I'm so happy to be away from people like that. On that note, speaking about being away, I'm Audi 5000, as Don Cornelius always used to say as in pardon, I wish us love, peace, and